Good morning, it's me, Danielle from ABC Life Support. Today is Health and Safety at Work Day. And I thought I'd pop on to do this quick video for you. I've been asked this recently actually, especially in the current climate. Health and safety, what does it mean? Whose responsibility is it? Does it even still stand? Well, the answer to all those questions is the employer's responsibility. Yes, it does matter, and we do need to put things in place to make sure that our staff are kept safe. So the Health and Safety Act is basically an act which means that the employer has a legal obligation to make sure that all of their staff are safe at work, and that's physical and mental health. Mental health has been part of the Health and Safety at Work Act for a number of years. It was just defined as stress over a number of years, so the language and the accessibility now has changed, what with mental health becoming more apparent in recent times. So health and safety is really important for employers to take into consideration. Every single person that works for a company needs to be looked after both physically and mentally, and the Health and Safety Act is designed to make sure that that happens. It also says to do risk assessments, and the risk assessment is for employers, employees, as well as the general public if you are a customer facing role. So it's really important to consider that information when you're conducting risk assessments for your organisation. And interestingly enough, that does also include lone workers. So our staff that are working from home need to be taken into consideration just as much as they would be if they're in the office or on the shop floor. We need to put things in place to make sure that their homes are safe for them to be able to access their work in a way which is suitable for themselves and also for people in their homes. So please take that into consideration as well. So a couple of tips for you guys to take home to think about whilst we're at home. Risk assessments. Take into consideration those people that are working from home. So have a conversation. And I think it's really important to understand actually that health and safety is not about policies, procedures, it's about the people. So obviously the policies and procedures have to take into consideration the actual humans that are working for us. But we need to get everybody involved because it works from the top level down. We have to have buy-in from every single person within the organisation. Everybody who's being asked to do something for a particular reason to take into consideration this subject need to have buy-in, and therefore they need to understand what the responsibilities are and also what their responsibilities are. As I said earlier, it's the employer's responsibility to make sure that health and safety is taken into consideration, but every single member of staff needs to be aware of what this might mean for them. So by all means, conduct your risk assessments, write your policies and write your procedures, but then test it. Make sure that everybody's aware of what their responsibilities are. Don't do this alone. If you are stuck as to how to start this, then there is so much information available on the internet. The Health and Safety Executive website is a really fantastic place to start. It's got an awful lot of tools on there for you to be able to use, which then will be able to give you the information it is that you need. All right. As I said before, risk assessments are great, but it's all about the testing. So please, at this particular time as well, be aware that you can access information online. There are lots and lots of courses available to deliver online. Us here at ABC Life Support are delivering mental health awareness and blended learning via our option for first aid, physical first aid. So you do half of it now just to get your information up and running, and then we can do the practical assessments later on, hopefully when the sanctions have been lifted. So if you do need to get involved in some health and safety information, start online, but don't leave it to chance. We still need to make sure that our staff are kept safe during this time. Any information, please give us a shout back and we'll be more than happy to help. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, stay safe and stay indoors.